What time it is? It's 9:48. It's Uncovering America. Check out that link in the description after this video regarding this video. So today, as trial approaches, November 8th, I sit and I wonder, why no plea deals? Okay, smash the button for that. Okay, no plea deals. All right, that's what I want to talk about, because it hit me and I said, usually in a criminal case, they would offer you plea deals, and not just in this unlawful arrest, but in the prior unlawful arrest, multiple, and I'm assuming, right, in the future, they would never offer a plea deal. And I would say that's another red flag. That's another sign for you to know, especially if you're somebody who's going to stand their ground, even in the criminal courts, with the pressure that they may apply. Past that first hearing, if you can just stick it in and just believe that you actually did nothing wrong and you relying on the law and on the Constitution to be secure, right? Free from punishment. We know that that's not the case today, but let's talk about it. So, January 5th, 2020 was the initial encounter unlawful arrest by Warren Police Department for swearing on a public sidewalk. Okay? These officers took the stand. These are sworn officers who not just falsified police reports and warrants and stole my phone, and they still have my phone to this day, and it has no relevance as to why they're keeping it. Okay? The video was recorded live. It was the focal point of my arrest, as it is always, the recording. No plea deals, right? These officers got on the stand and said, Mr. Johnson is constantly recording us. He's using disrespectful behavior. He's calling us domestic terrorists. He's calling us fucking rookies. And we fear that Mr. Johnson may follow us home and do harm. Hey, how much sense does that make? Okay? And now, the focal point of this video, right, is I wanted some participation this time, all right? Let's turn this shit into a full-blown classroom, because you can't get no better knowledge than this, all right? You can't get it. I got the raw footage. If you don't believe the video, you might as well crawl in the hole, okay? It does not lie. It speaks for itself. So, again, these officers got on the stand. A few of my viewers was actually watching over on Judge Chumura's YouTube channel. They were watching. And so they did witness the arrest that followed the initial arrest from January 5th, 2020 for swearing on the sidewalk. They did witness the officer lie on the stand and say that he fears I may follow him home. For one, I tell you, if you're following a cop home, you got some balls, right? Because you already, it's not an easy thing to do to follow anybody. Let's just get that started right there. Following somebody, to be a private investigator, right? It takes a lot of time and it's very risky, right? It's cameras everywhere watching you. How easy would it be to say, okay, this is you driving down this street. Which path did you take home? Okay, and then they're going to follow the cars on all those cameras, right? And catch everybody that's behind that officer on his way home. How stupid would it be to say, hey, I'm going to record you so much that you get on the stand and say that I record you so much, and then I'm going to follow you home? Makes no sense. But they do that anyways. And the judge said, what do you want me to do about it? Right? Prosecution froze in place. Now I'm looking at the prosecution. They got nothing to say. And that's where the unlawful order came to stay a quarter mile away from the police. So immediately, that's violating my right to even record them. It's so broad that it's basically saying don't come to Warren, Michigan, right? Stay a quarter mile away from the police. But I don't know where they at. And if I ever get in trouble, right, and somebody need to call the police, or I need to go to the station, or I'm shot, anything, right? How y'all gonna tell me to stay a quarter mile away from the police? Clearly a violation. Clearly a violation. But let's go on. So what do? I stand my ground. Right? That was Judge Shumura who gave that order. Of course, a jury wouldn't give that order. They don't give orders. But so what do? I stand my ground. I go right outside the police department, right between the police department and the courthouse, and I stand there and I continue to record and expose domestic terrorists. What happens? The officers come outside. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Good evening, good evening. So the officers come outside, and what do? We know what they did. They took full advantage of an order who comes from a man with absolute immunity. Okay? They took full advantage. There's Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, leave now. Right? So I haul ass. I got a pregnant woman with me, 6 months pregnant. Can't move too fast, right? So I say, let's go. We out of here. And I record all the way back to the vehicle. But what do the reports say? The reports say that allegedly, right, Mr. Johnson, even though he got the video and it's posted for the world to see, Mr. Johnson went around the front of the police station when we told him to leave, and he climbed in the bushes. You know what? I can't make this up. It's on paper. They said I climbed in the bushes with a pregnant woman with me. So we make it to the vehicle. And only God knows what happens after that. They immediately swarm the area. Find Mr. Johnson now. Right? Find Mr. Johnson. The car is surrounded. I got a pregnant woman in the passenger seat. And guess who I got at my driver door? Another one of the 4 officers who were there present on January 5th when I was set up on a public sidewalk and unlawfully arrested. One of the other ones who was under PPO because he's afraid of Mr. Johnson. But why are you afraid of Mr. Johnson? Is it because you set me up and you kidnapped me? Is it because I was allegedly so aggressive when you unlawfully arrested me? And in the reports, they say when we went to grab Mr. Johnson, right? This is the stuff, man. I swear. This is where I came up with the idea that, right, these guys, they don't mean to be like this, right? They just trying to build a circus. And I figured it out. They all clowns. That's what they are. Clowns. And they really just trying to build a circus, and they want you to participate. Okay? They want you to fall in line. MCC in the house. I got everybody in the house tonight, man. Appreciate y'all. So they want you to fall in line. And that's when I figured it out. It don't take too many clowns to build a circus. It only takes one of them. He started dancing around, looking stupid. He don't know what to do with himself. I got the camera on him. He's sweating. He under pressure. He don't know what to do because now he know he being documented. And so they just can't get straight. Yeah, Malik, you fell in line with your mama, boy. Stay at the house with your mommy. But anyways, man, let's get back on topic. They have not offered me a plea deal. It's going on 2 years now. Once y'all open them presents, well, I mean, we got trial November 8th, but you know, it's damn near 2 years. Now imagine this. They went in the house. Those cops went in the house. Again, the video regarding this video update is going to be in the description. So, the officers went in, well, one of them did, badge 200. If you ever see badge 200, 144, basically any of them, but these four are the dirtiest of the dirtiest. Or 186. Right? The dirtiest of the dirtiest. If you ever see them, you better record them. They will kidnap you or rob you of your Federal Reserve notes. Okay? Simply just that. It's a robbery. Pirates on the roadway. If they had a boat with wheels, they'd be driving those. I can guarantee you, they perfect clowns. You can't get no better than that. And so, as I sit back and I think, if the prosecution would have come to me with a plea deal at any time, what would it look like? If you go watch the video, and it's clearly common sense, constitutionally protected activity on a public sidewalk. I'm not even inside of a structure. This is a public sidewalk. That's the venue. Okay? What would I say if I was to take a plea? You know what? I called these cops some rookies. I told one lady to shut the fuck up. And I guess I'm just rude all the time. Sorry, Judge. What you want me to do? 90 days? It just don't make sense. I would be going against the grain if I said that. It's not possible. But you know what? They got people in these very same courts taking those very same plea deals. You better believe it. I've seen it with my own eyes. And there's not just court appointed, but you got people paying for attorneys and still getting raped. So it's all about the individual. Yeah, pretty much. You screwed. And so, you know, they won't come to me with nothing because they know I'm not an idiot. And they know exactly what I'm doing. They know I'm exposing them. And that's why they're trying to apply so much pressure. That's why they won't give me my phone back. That's why they won't dismiss the charges. That's why when we ask for a bill of particulars, they had nothing to say. The prosecution, Ethan Vinson, Caitlin Murphy, and Candace Griffey, they are domestic terrorists. They are not working in the best interest of the people. They are committing crimes against the public, okay? And they cannot be trusted whatsoever, all right? Again, video documentation and solid paperwork signed by themselves prove that. You got prosecutors going against the grain of the Constitution and their job duties intentionally to save somebody else's ass. And that's called being in bed together, right? You got a police department only 20 feet away from the courthouse. Come on now. I mean, you can't get no closer than that. They walking right over there every day on their way to work, right before they start their shift. They go over there, they get on the stand, they lie, and then they go out and they hugging and kissing on y'all kids. And y'all letting them. That's what's going on. Okay? That's what's going on. I know it's sad to hear, but that's what's happening. They hanging out with y'all kids. They playing basketball in the street for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then as soon as you pull off to go to work, during that same day, they're going to pull you over for, let's say, a broken tail light. And then they'll probably beat your ass and step on your neck. And then tell you to have a good day. You see what I'm saying? Before, I knew to record at all times. It was violation after violation after violation. Okay? Now, if you a witness right now or in the past, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you didn't record it, then you was probably in the same state of mind that I was in. Dumb. I'm standing right in the street. Here comes 2 big vans. I'm on the east side of Detroit. I look to the side. I ain't think nothing. I'm on the phone. I'm on video chat. I don't know nothing about recording police. Nothing. So I make eye contact with the guy driving the first van, and then I eyed him down, seen the badge on his shoulder, and then he stepped out the van real slow. And then 8 cops jumped out the van. And then 8 cops jumped out the van behind them. That's 16 cops. In broad daylight, that's my right hand on it. You got my word. Jumped out, walked up to me. Put your fucking hands up. I guess so. Grabbed my pockets, squeezed all my pockets, shook them. My body like this. They grabbing all on my pockets. Find nothing, of course. Have a nice day. Jump in the vans, speed off. That's the type of shit that they don't want recorded. Trust me. And it's many other instances. They know what they up to. And so again, yeah, gang rape. And not one of those 16 said, hey, man, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Leave this man alone. He did nothing. He's standing there. It's the middle of the day. He's on the phone. Not one. And so when they pulled this big scheme out in Warren, yeah, y'all seen the last video I did. That's what they can't stand. But that's the truth. And that's what's whooping their ass right now. is that video documentation that I came to the courthouse, that I came to the police department, that I came to the city hall, and when I got to the city hall, 3 of those same 4 that's currently on a PPO because they bitches and they signed up for a job and now they scared because of what they did on the job when they didn't have to. You could have just left me alone, let me exercise the first freedom of speech and expression, and take your ass whooping because you should have never bothered me when I walked up to begin with. If you know I'm here to watch you and I'm your supervisor, then you just need to do your job and just let me record you. You don't walk up on me and get so close to me that you violate my personal space. Like we friends. No. Of course I'm going to call you a fucking idiot. Okay? I'm going to let you feel the First Amendment. You're going to feel all of that. And so, you should have never bothered me to begin with. And I know they're watching these videos. They're watching all my videos. And you know what they're going to try to do? They're going to try to find anything they can to do what? Same thing I told y'all before. Assassinate the character. And that's what they do. When they have no evidence, they come for character. And they try to come for criminal history. And they try to come for whatever they can get their hands on, but it's not admissible. Okay? So when it comes down to it, it all boils down to the prosecution, and if they want to let the charges stand or dismiss them for lack of probable cause, or if the judge want to dismiss the case. And if by this time that none of that is done, when the violations are clear, everybody's in bed together. So don't move to Warren, Michigan, unless you want to be a victim. All right? If you're 90 years old, something like that, and you stay in the house most of the time, and, all your insurance and stuff is good, and your tail lights work all the time, and you only go down the block, maybe 2 blocks to the store and back home, you might be good. But for anybody else that work every day and you work hard and you enjoy spending the money you got, you will be raped. Okay? They will be there waiting for you, and you will not make it out alive. Okay? They stalked me on the first day, followed me all the way down Van Dyke as I was headed back towards Detroit, and gave me a fucking tail light ticket when my light wasn't even broke. And video proved that through a FOIA request. And a cracked windshield, which was cracked. But my back window was tinted. And you couldn't see that coming from behind me when you hit your lights. It don't make sense. You know what? They are dirty. All right? And I don't want to make this too long. I want to get to these comments. What's happening? My bad. Yeah, it's a terrorist organization. Exactly. And let's not get on, a lot of people may think, oh man, y'all just recording police, that's small scale. You got to go for, legislators and, everybody at the top and this and that. You know what? It's corrupt all the way to the top. You know what? So it's like you can kind of pick whatever level of fucking corruption you want, because it's going all the way to the top. So really, it's all up to you. It's all up to you. Y'all see what's going on. This shit turning into China. is turning into China. And Russia. In a minute, you won't be able to speak without permission. At first, they wanted to pay us for the vaccine. They wanted to pay us to take the damn vaccine. And now they're trying to force it on us. Hey, you know what? It could be from the top down or from the side to the other side. That shit is all corrupt. And Wolverine's video, y'all go over there and check that one out. It's one of the worst videos that I've seen. And that's being honest. That's being honest, man. That Great Lakes Water Authority video was one of the worst videos I've ever seen. They didn't realize the phones were still recording. So yeah, y'all definitely got to get over there and check that video out on Wolverine's channel. I'm sure that's still available and probably shared multiple times. But yeah, made fun of this man and say, yeah, we got this one-armed motherfucker arrested. How did they even do that? It's disgusting, man. And every single time they show their true colors. And we're going to see that here real soon. We're going to see that here real soon, and I can't wait. I can't wait. They got to be drunk to put any of my videos in front of a jury. You would be insane. I really don't get why they still kicking their legs right now. They just flopping around like a fish out of water. But they will tap out. They will tap out. And then I will be back. And so they will try to do the same thing because they know. They already know. When I come back, yeah, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be the last thing y'all want to see. All right, when I come back. And it's just win after win, man, and just exposing them. Oh yeah, and they talked about their white privilege, Oh yeah, videos for hours long. Videos for hours long. Y'all see Wolverine in the chat. And Michigan Constitution. I'm not sure if you got that too. But yeah, man, the dirtiest of the dirtiest. And DPD is, like I said in my video the other day, the lowest standard. The lowest standard. And that video had a young lady in it who was speaking her mind. This shit ain't rehearsed. She was speaking her mind. She said, and always had the utmost respect for DPD. Ain't none of that no more. That was a live witness of them destroying more relationships with the public. They did that. Y'all seen their behavior and how it and how the people responded to it live. Y'all seen that live. It's disgusting. But anyways, man, I'm out of here. November 8th, 9 a.m., 37 District Court. Y'all know who they are. Don't trust them whatsoever. Again, get a dash cam immediately. Make sure it's 360. And make sure you always record and watch everything that's going on around you because it's pirates on the roadway. Appreciate it, my brother. I see you there, man. Like I said, I'm going to be there early outside protesting. And hopefully they don't throw me in jail because I'm there, a little too early, maybe 10, 15 minutes early. So technically, right, I'm still within a quarter mile of the police department, which is 20 feet away from the courthouse, right? So if I show up, I'm assuming I got to go straight in the courthouse, straight in the courtroom, right? I got this PPO in the police station right next door. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And these are the guys who die in the line of duty or elsewhere, and then they just fucking made out to be heroes. They're trash. They're trash. And for all the individuals who playing a part, this shit sticks with you. You gotta live with this shit and everything else you doing. So as long as you know that you ain't shit, everything will be all right. Because that's all that matters. As long as you know. And even if you forget that you're a piece of shit, I got it documented for you. So you can just go over to my channel and watch the videos of how you did people. And then you can just settle back in on your memory. All right. So y'all have a good night, man. And remember, watch out and don't be a piece of shit. You dig? It's Uncovering America, man. We over and out.